EcSports back again, 22 with Ivan and Danny. We have sports to speak of. How are you guys doing today on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Oh
It's
man,
cold out here.
it's raining out here. Weird.
We got rain and snow yesterday, like
Okay.
like some bad shit, bro. It's raining in California. Isn't that
Crazy,
a
right? Like we get weather too, man. What do you want me to say?
no doubt. So, what we got today? New show ready to go.
Let's get into a new hiring that happened in the college football world that kind of like blew everybody's mind, but didn't, but did, but didn't, because you were expecting this guy to get a good, like a really like Power Five job eventually. But
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that so we're talking about Deion Sanders.
correct.
Jackson State University coach, obviously the legend, primetime himself, accepts the offer from Colorado, goes in there and is just trying to run the show, which is great. I mean, that's Deion Sanders for you, right? Motivates men, motivates. He says, "I'm motivating men, women, people of all kind. I want people to be motivated. I want to put impact in people's lives." Great. Now,
Yeah.
the controversy of it, or like the issue with it, that he left this the HBCU that he's building up after, what was it, 2 years out of his 4-year contract. Um, Took him to two conference titles, took him to a bowl game. There
Undefeated.
are yes, and that as well, and got a few high level recruits to come there too, which is amazing. He
The
built that program. What's up?
last year was the highest recruit.
Yeah, and so now,
And coaches.
Yeah.
yeah, and now you're looking at a guy who's going to be coaching the Power Five in the Pac-12, and at Colorado to turn that program around. What is the issue with this? Like, what is the main thing about this, Dion? Dion talking about Dion. Go ahead.
So issue is a big statement because there it seems to be an issue in um certain communities, certain people. I've been on social media kind of not really defending, just offering my opinion because sometimes when people have their opinions of something, they don't listen to like logic. They just, oh, he left them high and dry. Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, it's nepotism. Oh, bro, how many coaches in any vicinity do this? Like, did you think he was going to be there for 13, 14 years? No, he took a job. Like, I saw something on the internet, it made so much sense. So it's like when you get your high school like car, your first car is like a 80, like I got a 90 Chevy, right? It was like a bashed indoor and all of that. Not saying that's what Jackson State was, but you fix it up, you make it all nice for you in that situation, then you know what? You upgrade, you get a better job, your situation gets better. You still love that car.
Anybody would do that, yeah.
You move forward. It's okay when what's his name goes Chip Kelly goes to LSU for his family, and nobody has a problem with him leaving Notre Dame. No one would have a problem with Pat Fitzgerald leaving Northwestern when he blew that place up. But Dion leaves Jackson State. Oh, he doesn't care about his people. He didn't do nothing for that HBCU, bro. Jackson State was not even thought about before Dion got there.
Yep.
Under Armour, he got their facilities brand new. He got them NIL deals. He got them freaking fresh. He helped get the fresh water. Like you, this is how I look at it, and I'll let you guys talk. His son doesn't matter that that's his son. His son is a really good quarterback. He's a Power Five type quarterback. He has ridiculous numbers. He gets to get on the spotlight. Travis Hunter, if he goes, he gets to get on the big spotlight. They have to look out for themselves as well as everyone else. Dion is a coach. He got a better opportunity. He got a lot more money, and leave it alone. He's moving forward. What do you think, Ivan?
Yeah, honestly, I was just kind of reading about this as well. I mean, I see the controversy in it, and it's like, yeah, he built up all these players, and I'm hearing too that a lot of those players from Jackson State is transferring out of there to be with him. Like these are players that he motivated and that he, built them as men too. So it I don't think it's a huge like issue that he's leaving like Jackson State. He just went to the better like cause and he's obviously getting more money for that. But you guys said it was a 4-year contract at Jackson State, correct?
Yeah.
So I don't know what I was hearing after like the amount that he took him through Jackson State, and he wasn't like they weren't offering like a re-signage or a bonus. Like that's something that you look at too. It's not
Taking
just
some of
because
his
it's like
money. He offered
yeah,
his $300,000 salary, which is now I think it's in the millions, to the stadium. Like he did so much to help that place out, and for them to say what they're saying and what everything that he's doing is just kind of frustrating. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them. It's gonna get me to
yeah, it's
watch
gonna be fun.
all again. Like I want to see how Shador does against this type of competition. I want to see what Dion does against those types of coaches. That's the whole point I'm looking at. I'm looking at it from a sports fan, from a guy that's loved Dion since he was, playing football and baseball when I was a kid. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it like, oh, look what he did to that school. No, he came in, it was a shit show. Now it's not. That's how I look at it.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think his opportunity now to be a big part of the Pac-12 is huge. And now to get more recruits is huge. And then he even went in there and like he stirred up. He's like, a lot of you guys, if you guys aren't going to be with this and how I'm going to do things, the transfer portal's open, y'all can jump in. I don't really care. Which, you set the tone like that. And again, he wants winners. It could happen. I don't find it like crazy that he left. Like how you said, like, you build a program up, eventually you're going to outgrow your shell. And he did so much for that to then go and now he's playing at or coaching at this major, well, it's not really major football program, but it's in the Pac-12. To do that, and if he turns that program around, then what's next for Dion?
It's steps. Like look at
Trajectory is only going up.
Yeah, the trajectory. Look at all of these coaches. Like they first start, like when what's that idiot that left Jacksonville? Um, the head coach,
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, where he started. Then he started like Bowling Green, then he went to Utah. Like there's steps. Like he starts at Jackson State. It's like step by step. Like when you're a coach, you look to get better, and that's the main thing that what he's trying to do. And they always tell you don't go to a coach, but you got to be crazy if you think Travis Hunter didn't talk to Dion about, hey, are you going to be here all 4 years? I'm sure Dion told him, like, who knows what's going to happen. But if there's why the transfer portal was huge now. There were 1,000 kids that enter the portal. Like it's kind of hurting, the high school kids. I could say that from experience that this transfer portal is here. It's like it's just a endless cycle. But in reference to the topic, like I just think I'm looking forward to seeing what he does against this type of competition. And
I'm excited to see him coach. Honestly, I think he's a great leader. Great. I mean, he played at the highest level, did everything at the highest level. So I wouldn't be surprised that he's going to
professional sports that people forget.
Yeah.
Like people forget.
This guy is unreal.
Yeah.
But to your point, like I said, it's going to be time and a place where he's going to even get a bigger opportunity from Colorado. So it's only going up from there.
So that's we got a big weekend in fighting. There's Terrence Crawford, the #1 pound for pound, is fighting. Teofimo Lopez is fighting. There's a
let's go.
There's a huge UFC pay-per-view, and something came up that Ivan brought up about. I mean, you guys will probably be surprised in my take, but Conor McGregor. Ivan, you go ahead, and I'll give you my explanation.
Yeah, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. That is one to watch, basically. So, yeah, I think that could possibly happen. They match up pretty well. I mean, if I had to swing one way, I am not taking McGregor. I am not taking McGregor. And I did that in the past when it was with Dustin, and that was very unfortunate for me because that was him coming back into the ring when he hasn't been in the ring in such a long, I don't know how many like months he's been out, but yeah, I would lean Michael Chandler here, and I honestly think it's going to be a huge problem for McGregor. That guy is an explosive artist.
You don't like I say this about Conor, but I say it even for John Jones, who's my all-time favorite. I think he can actually do it, but when you're out at least a year, you don't come back against ridiculous competition. Not that other guys are not great competition, but you got to ease back into it. It's like getting your feet wet again when you tear your ACL, like Odell, he's in the situation. You can't just jump right back in on America's team in a playoff run. That's not
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So McGregor's been done since the Mayweather fight, in my opinion. I mean, he's only beat Cowboy Cerrone ever since. Don't get me wrong, when he was in his prime, he had all three. He could sell the fight, he had grappling, and he had ground game. But now it's just like, bro, you're just a talker that sells prop at number 12 and sells.
Yeah.
People just want to make money. Now, Dylan, if you want to make money, my son, he'll bet Conor McGregor on everything. So if you want to make money, bet Dylan. But Chandler's going to knock him out in the first round, bro. If that fight happens. That's how
It'll be an interesting fight. I just want to see Conor in the ring again. I really don't care if he wins or loses at this point. He's just like that good, you know.
He's a show. He's a show now.
He's that big of a like a star though. So that's why I would want to see him. But like, it's not that good anymore. So
yeah, he's definitely not good anymore. But he sells too. And I was also seeing this, just to talk about UFC right now. I was also seeing this guy named Raul Rojas Jr. He's a senior in high school in the UFC, and he's making his debut today.
Oh, it's today?
That's crazy.
Yes, that is today.
I got so much gambling to do, bro. Like, as soon as I leave the show, I have NFL because the Bears aren't playing. Like, I just missed a 17 parlay in the NBA. What the fuck? Ivan just hit a ridiculous parlay. Didn't share Danny at all. He had a ridiculous touchdown parlay right after we got off. But, you know.
Oh, yeah. I said you guys. I didn't want to talk about it, but regardless, like, yeah, it was.
You got to share it on the show. Share it with me. Shit. What the fuck?
Send it over our way, man. We're trying to make some cash.
I know.
Yeah, I got you. I just don't want to keep giving you guys picks, and then you guys are taking L's. I got this too.
Listen, I've given picks, and I tell people up front, my guys, because they love my UFC picks. I won, you know that. I won a lot on UFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
All I say is, if you take my pick, don't get mad at me. I don't get mad at nobody. If I'm asking you for something and I lose. That's my money. I'm a grown ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, Steph, if I do it, she'll come back. Oh, I shouldn't have listened to you. That's my wife. Like that. And then I'll tell you, like, bro, you're tripping on this Houston Texans. You were on that Houston Texans shit earlier in the season. You were tripping, and I stayed away from it. It's like Danny and the Raiders. He's finally got it. Fuck the Raiders in reference to gambling, right? But great game, by the way, last Thursday. Awesome game against
Baker.
I thought we weren't gonna do this and try to tap into my emotions. Like, you know, my spirit.
Big ass.
My spirit is shattered. That's it. I don't even want to talk about this team. I don't even think this team exists at this point until the next following week. I don't even want to mention this team and how they embarrassed me on Prime.
Bro, I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell. Oh, you want me just to talk? Oh, you fell asleep.
I don't know what happened.
I'm not going to get into this. Don't try to gaslight me right now.
Mayfield, bust your ass.
Gaslight me. Don't gaslight
the street.
Me. Don't gaslight me right now.
3 days in.
With number 17. Ew.
Don't gaslight me.
All right, bro. That's all I got to say.
My spirit is broken.
Right. At least as a journalist, answer this question. Will your coach last?
Yes.
Okay.
What
are you guys gonna do anything?
For what?
Like, do you feel like you have
win out and go 9-8 now? Like, no, we had a chance if we beat the Rams, maybe, but it's done. This season's just wrapped.
Yeah, that was playoff right there.
Is this your like what's your nucleus? Those are the guys you're gonna roll with.
I mean, on the defensive side, you got Crosby, you got Chandler Jones, I guess, who we paid a shit ton of money. He's been okay, but like he's been underperforming. Perriman's great.
What's your record?
We're 5-8.
5-8. You know what our record is in Chicago?
No, it's 3-10, right?
Yeah. You know how happy we are right now?
No, it's great. I just don't
3-10, and we are excited. You know what?
But like expectations for this team are way different. Like, you know, you're thinking, okay, they went 10-7, they overperformed last year. And now you're thinking they might win 11 games, 12 games. Now we're looking at maybe we win 7 or 8. It's terrible. It's really bad. I really don't want to get started with this team. Can we move on to another topic?
Sure.
I don't know if you guys watched. Okay. I don't know if you guys watched some basketball because I'm not talking about the team that broke my spirit on national TV. between the Pelicans and Suns.
Ooh,
Great
yes.
game. Great game. Ended up Pelicans winning by 8 points. Could have been 6 points, but with about 3 seconds left, Zion Williamson comes down the lane, 360 win, jams it, and just fires up the crowd and tells them just get out of our stadium because of and if you know Zion Williamson from the professional standpoint, he is a very well-spoken guy, very professional. Like he even said, "This is out of my character. I don't do this. I don't try to show unclassless stuff." But these guys are the guys who got my team out of the playoffs last year, and they want to come at us. Chris Paul's trying to check Zion Williamson, like, okay, little buddy. I don't know why you're trying that. But what do you guys think of that kind of statement that the Pelicans put? A young team who has the best record in the West right now, get on the Suns like that.
Did you hear the announcer? That was the funny part when Zion was coming up to do the dunk he was on the runway about to do it, and the announcer was like, no, don't. Oh gosh, he did it. And then listen, man. Any team with a bucket boy by the name of Cam Payne on their team and getting good minutes could eat one, bro. Cameron Payne is a bum. Always will be a bum. All he is Russell Westbrook's sidekick dancer. I don't give a fuck what he's doing now. Fuck that guy. Fuck Chris Paul trying to come over, limping over, saying, hey, why are you doing that? Bro, you got your ass bust. He was entertaining the fans, and the NBA is entertainment. It wasn't disrespectful, in my opinion, but I guess it was, oh my gosh, the game's over. Why are you showing us up? He showed you up during the game when he bust your ass. Take that.
Mm-hmm.
Be mad in the next game. That's what is there a rivalry now? Yes, that's how rivalries start. That's how
I like it.
I like it. It needs it. Like I'm tired of hearing about the Lakers losing. Like the Bulls aren't really good. Like we need something to look at.
I love the Pelicans team. They're young, they're exciting, and they got everything, for them. So I think this is a team that can contend for a deep playoff run.
And number 1 seed in the Southwest. Like this is a real deal team. And yeah, and that at that point, like with Chris Paul walking up to him saying like, "What's wrong?" Like this guy hasn't played in like 2 weeks, and like he's the veteran of that team, and it's not like he needs to be like he's that effective anymore. He doesn't shoot as much as he used to. Like his numbers are down. Like there's a lot of controversy going on with that now because of how Zion ended up finishing that last couple of minutes. Like, but there was still time in the game. They just happen, he happens to show out in front of the crowd, especially when, the Suns got humiliated on national TV twice.
Yeah.
And they're not going to just show up at their home court and like try to, I was actually kind of leaning the Suns, but now it's the real deal with the Pelicans.
Yeah. Like I had a 7-teamer and the Suns were my last win because they got demolished by Boston. I thought they would at least show some semblance. Oh, Chris Paul's back. Maybe that's an issue. Chris Paul comes back and, the win goes down because Devin Booker just gave the Bulls 51 as they watched.
It's the Kardashian curse.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, like do something about it. Would you rather get bust by 40 or a dunk at the end? Like play your game and shut the hell up. But let's get into something special. We got about 10 minutes left. Fantasy is coming at the end. All 3 of us, are we in the playoffs?
I believe you are 100%. Yeah, I think Danny is too. I think I'm in like very like deep water.
Look at that. Is that last dude? Does he have a chance?
No, there's no way.
Even if he ties with somebody, he's done.
Yeah, I think he's one game out.
Y'all know.
Can look at it.
So if he wins and somebody, let me see. If he wins and someone loses, like, because obviously there's 4 guys I believe that are for sure in it. Let me see here. So right now it shows Dangerous. Dangerous. He's in it 10-3. You got options is in it 9-4. I'm in it 6-7. Wally World 6-7. Field of Dreams is 4-9. Then there's Dylan at 9-4. Then Danny, you're in second. How's Danny not in it? He's in second place.
No, I'm in it.
It says 98%. You're 99. Justin Field of Dreams is 4%, and then I'm
So
73%.
that's what I'm asking. So if Rick, who's 5-8, right? And then say Rick loses, he finishes 5-9, and Justin finishes 5-9, and you finish 5-9, and Eric finishes 5-9. Is that possible?
I think there's a point differential on how many points you forced and
Like
what
head to
you.
head. That's some crazy shit. This was a weird, like, situation. Like, you're playing me, Ivan. You're not gonna win. Sorry.
We'll see about that.
Dylan's playing the Justin. Damn, Dylan only got 3 points. Dylan's playing a Justin guy, and Danny, you're playing Wally World, who has the same record as you. So, I mean, it's coming up to the end. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Because our last year, our guy was 8th seed and he won. So seeds don't matter once you get in these playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
What
Danny
players
went
are
to
hot
the
at the
Super
right
Bowl,
time?
what, the first 3 years, Danny?
What's up?
You went to the Super Bowl like the first 3
Yeah.
years?
Yeah.
So
I won one and runner up twice. But I think it's just the players who get hot at the right time in the matchups. Like you could have like a 6 seed, but if you have the right matchups going, you could upset whoever. So I'm just waiting to see how it's going to all shake out and play out. My team looked dead in the water for a minute, and it just
if you look
upswing.
at me and Danny's team from the first day to now, I guarantee there's probably like just 2 players left. Like,
Yeah,
all I have is Mahomes and I don't even Derrick Henry wasn't even on my team when I first started. Like, I had like Najee Harris. Both of my running backs are different. Like, it's crazy. So totally interested to see what happens. There's a lot of money on the line. I just hope nothing crazy happens. I hope to play one of you guys in the first round, so I can just.
Nah, right now I could tell you right now you're gonna end up versing Danny. I would be versing Let's Ride Danger. I'm looking at the playoff matchups right now.
I would be playing first round.
Yeah, you'd be playing Danny as the 5th, and then Danny is the 4th seed, and then I would be the 8th versus the 1 seed, Mr. Wally Road 6, Hatersville 3rd, and then Slick the Ruler and Dylan with 7 and 2 seed.
Wow. And good old Eric, for the 6th straight year as of today, will not make the playoffs. This guy, the Team Kit guy, he has not made the playoffs since we've started. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Hey, good luck if I play you. You beat me during the season somehow. I'll look back and do some research to see how that was possible.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I got to take care of business this week, though. I want to finish. I want to finish 500. Hopefully, I get a higher seed. I don't want to play you first round. I kind of want to save our matchup, hopefully, for a championship matchup.
True. I'm looking to play my son in the championship.
Okay.
Keep the money at the crib.
Wow.
I'd love to play you.
Oh,
I'd love to play you in a championship though, because we would have to ship you a belt, wouldn't we? Fuck. Because there's a belt in the streets right now. I can just win a game, bro. Beat me. That's what I'm like worried about. If you beat, like, no, I'm in. 6-8, you're in. Yeah. Good luck to you guys this week.
Thank you.
You guys have any picks for tomorrow and Monday?
I have a couple here. I'll start off with the Eagles and Giants. I like leaning Eagles here, but the under trend is going really well right now with Dan Jones at home at 18-7. That's a 72% hit. The under total is above 44 and spreads at a touchdown or longer is 83 and 43, including a 41-16 in a division game. So the under is looking pretty good here.
Wow.
I just threw a lot at you guys, but you can replay that back to see those stats again.
So I've did some research on Minnesota. Apparently, they are the worst 10-2 team in the history of the NFL in reference to plus minus. They have like single digits in reference to that part. And the Detroit Lions are favored at home. I'm sure a lot of people, Ivan, is it even, or I actually think they show you now
what is it?
They're pounding Minnesota 77%.
Oh, wow.
So Detroit's, I know they're going to keep it close.
Absolutely.
And they're at home. So what would you do, Danny? I'm thinking about I might go alternate Lions plus 7.5 or something like that.
I would wait. What's the original line that Lions are favored by right now?
-2 Lions.
-2. I mean, if you don't want to sound like everybody else, take the +2.5 Minnesota or whatever. But I would probably say I would take the over on that game, and then I would do an alternate spread Lions probably +6.5.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I think
Minnesota that bad?
they're not that bad, but
bro.
I mean, I think they're good. They beat the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean,
why is Detroit?
Because they play well indoors.
Minnesota indoors.
I know they play well indoors. I'm saying they play well indoors.
They're the second most that put up the most points in the NFL. They're second, I think.
They're
Second
the
or
type
third
of
right
team
now.
that if they get hot, their offense is pretty good. And I'm not a huge Jared Goff guy, but he's having a pretty good season. I think he has more passing touchdowns than like Aaron Rodgers this year. Like I think he's having a pretty good year. And they're priding themselves all on their points. Their defense is Swiss cheese. I think honestly, like any viable quarterback could throw for 300 against them. My pick of the week, it's a weird pick. I'm taking Carolina at Seattle. Give me the Panthers.
Oh,
Okay.
Weird. But I like it.
Why?
Because of their another Swiss cheese defense against the run. And what do the Panthers do best? They run the ball. Dante Foreman, Chuba Hubbard, and if Sam Darnold's at the red zone, he's a running threat as well. I like Carolina against Seattle.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna be hitting Ivan after the
I'll do
show.
money line. I'm doing the money line on that though.
Damn, that's very bold, bro. Carolina either. All right. No,
Those games.
Anytime touchdown stuff, but it seems like Jamal Williams scores every week.
Oh yeah, the number one touchdown guy.
Yeah, Tampa. Tommy Terrific's one of the Niners with Mr. Irrelevant as their quarterback. There's a lot of interesting games to watch. The Jets at the Bills. That's a 10. I might take the under on that. Danny's they're at a 10 spread. Jets at Bills, and oh my God, Houston and the Cowboys plus.
Oh my God,
17 points, bro.
Yeah, they're disrespecting. But I mean, it should be there.
I don't think they can cover the 17 though. They're that bad.
No, yeah, they are. They are.
I'll just take, I don't know, like Dallas might, the under 2. They're the only team that is fucked with that. But we'll see. Great show, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the playoffs. Good luck to everyone. Hopefully we all make the playoffs. Win your games this week.
Next week. It's a big week this week. Next week.
You know, there's
a
lot of money on the line.
Playoffs are week 15.
Huh?
Playoffs are next week.
Yeah, they're next week.
Okay. Just confirm.
And then that's it. Then we go from there. So,
all right.
EcSports. See you guys next week. Fucking phone.